Hi folks, Dr. Bob here with episode 4 of Teybidee Park. Today we're going to do the Djadochta Dome. This is a prefab dome that comes with the modular elements in the game, and I decided to start with it. I wanted to change its structural element color, so I did that, and then started eliminating elements because I had an idea of how I wanted to deal with this. I wanted a walkthrough to either side of the dome to come up close to this Protoceratops exhibit that I had already built. And if you saw the previous video, you were along for that ride. And it's long and narrow and more or less rectangular. And the dome obviously isn't. So down it goes. I also wanted it shorter, so I took out the entire bottom run of things and putting it down, of course, it then interfered with some of the plants which needed to be arranged and sometimes resized in order to fit under the dome or to be moved outside of it. A similar problem occurred with the rocks where they were placed for the fencing. I didn't want to mess with the fencing at this stage, so the solution was to enlarge this rock area. And that's what I'm doing at this stage in the video. Uh, you will notice some things getting rearranged, like these plants and stuff, and then later they'll get rearranged again. Because this is an in progress, spur of the moment kind of build, and sometimes I do things that require changes down the road because of something else that I either didn't realize, or decided was a cool idea. Um, And you will see me now doing some decoration rearranging around this side of the building. This is, of course, before I fit the walls, which you see partly in place there. And the rocks are protruding through them, and that'll have to be fixed. Um, I knew I wanted the tunnel, but I wasn't entirely sure how it would interact with the dome itself. um, how much extra walls there would be needed to connect it, uh, where it would run next to the paths. And at first I tried to make it conform as much as possible to the extant paths. But as you'll see later, I tore out a whole bunch of those and remade them to sit better with the building attached to the dome and the new rock arrangements and such like. Um, so the idea was to take this layered rock type wall structure and use it to represent a stone building. But I didn't want the dark gray. I thought something more brownish tan was suitable to a desert environment. So of course I changed the color. And as is common with a lot of the Prehistoric Kingdom pieces, even though you use the same color code, the six alphanumeric element code, it doesn't always give you exactly the same color on some of the elements, even ones that are nominally the same material. Um, Sometimes that works to your advantage, sometimes it doesn't. You see a jump here where I decided to change out the pillars to something else because all that stone was getting to me. And here's some of the path rearrangement, bringing it back to connect to the things. And I discovered that the plaza there was way too close to that corner of the building, which is the nominal main entrance to the dome walk past. Um, so more room was needed because eventually there'll be more park further out, and I need to have a good flow of traffic, so enough space for our guests to get through there. And similar inside the building. We're jumping to slower action now. See our guests walking around. Uh, Unrecorded is the similar run of building that's on the other side of the dome. So we're going to take a look at it and take a walk through it, as our guests would kind of see it through the little airlock system, and I probably ought to come back and put doors for that, which I forgot while I was doing this video. These things happen. I'm in a rush to record things because I'm going to be away for a while and not able to record. So the day is coming to the end, so the shadows are getting long, and our guests can come through and get a good view all along the length of this side of the habitat. And they have the binoculars to get a better look at the animals up close. So we're going to duck outside on the other end and start our way around to the other side with a quick look at the sunset and say, yeah, well, we really ought to come back when there's daylight. How's that? Yeah, so we can see better now. So let's go around to the other side of the building. I've got these rock structures on both sides of the habitat and up to the paths to give a little bit of the feel of going into this rocky desert area. Whether it works or not is kind of subjective. Anyway, in the other side, the geometry inside is a little bit different. I'm kind of trying to leave myself some space for future expansions because, if we go by the original 50, which we've now been told we shouldn't, we will have 2 more animals from this dig site and this biome. And I would like to incorporate them into this area. Oh, foo. We got a Protoceratops keeps getting hung up on that termite mound. Yes, Nigel, you already told me about this. I probably should turn off the notices. I didn't really think it would pop up during the video, but it did. Anyway, so you see the building doesn't come right up to the dome here, so there's a little bit more of the arid desert experience as you watch the animals from this side. And the other side, it gives me the opportunity to either open up to another habitat on the other side or put in some guest amenities, or possibly both. Anyway, let's trot along to the other end. Both of them have slight extensions past their entry. That Protoceratops is stuck again. Oh well, I guess he likes it there. Maybe it's a rubbing post for him or something. Well, anyway, let's get on about it. I'll come back and fix that later. It looks like I got a piece of glass to delete. Okay, around and out we go, and the path currently takes us around past those rocks and to the plaza that I had to move, and the path off to what will be the expansion area of the park. So we're coming to the end of this video now. We'll go up and take a look, and I'll say thanks for stopping by. Drop some likes and questions if you got them, and subscribe if you haven't already if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. You all take care, be kind to each other, and stay well.